Really, man?
Don't know lah. What time already?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Right, today we're here actually to bring you something special. To me, something special actually. Yeah, as you know that today TV is already 50 years old already this year, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I wasn't even born at 50 years ago. Like,
I don't really know much about Singaporean
precisely. So I bring you guys here to show you something special. Some people that you guys might actually know. Who? We have. Hi guys.
Okay, so our first question is, what made you join the TV industry to be an actor? Yeah.
Okay, good question. Well, I would say passion, but I have to confess there's a certain degree of curiosity.
Okay.
Because at that time, being an actor in the local industry, it's not very exposed. At the time, want to be an actor, want to be a celebrity, you have no idea which door to knock.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is something that come as a surprise to myself as well.
So what are some of the highs and lows faced as an actor in Singapore?
This is another good one.
Yeah.
As you know, Singapore industry it's relatively small.
Okay, sure.
We do have the conditions because we are the financial hub, and then in the geography situation location we are very ideal. Language we have no issues, and the legislative sector of it's very healthy. So by right we should be a very booming industry, but the fact that it's not so happening, and because I think it's a capacity, the size itself, it's a size. And being an actor, I've been through 4 dynasties, from SBC, it's not Sibetam, but SBC, to Mediacorp, to TCS, and then to Mediacorp.
Yeah.
And then there's a time where they split into Channel U, and then they recognize that we need to expand, but then later on they couldn't make it, and then until back to S1 again. And I've been an actor, a TV actor. I crossed to stage. I did my solo albums with Polydol as a singer, and I produced my own content as well as a puppeteer. So having said that, because I tried all sectors in the art industry, so with all the experience, I still think the size itself, the market size, is a very crucial sector.
What about you personally, like, in being an actor itself, like during the filming process, what are some highs, what are some lows, things that...
What are highs, what are lows? Huh?
Yeah.
The highs is that you get to act with pretty girls. No, I'm just kidding. She's just... No, I'm just kidding. No, the high is... Okay, let's put it this way. All actings are tough. And before, when we do it, during our era, the SBC time, every production needs to have overnights. It's a mindset thing. You have to pay before you be recognized as a star. You have to work really hard. And every production we need to work overnight. For good reason, bad reason, you just have to work overnight. And we did our own stunts. This is why we're suffering right now. Because we adapt the Hong Kong industry production kind of system. And now as it evolves, we are changing, and we are having a new system.
So how do you feel about the television programs that are being screened on Singapore's television?
Well, I would say we're searching, because we try to service the already developed market, which is the housewife, the already grown market. At the same time, we're trying to, once in a while, we have different content to satisfy the younger generation, be it that very frequent on the internet or YouTube or the cinema goers. So we try to have some different content. I would say that they have quite a healthy spread of different genre and titles. So before was easier, but every year that the local television we probably would have different. Like a couple of years ago, they have a lot of Xiao Liang, Little Nyonya, much cultural, and then they have the very family-based dramas, and then they will probably have, every year they will change. So every year it's a constant yeah, you expect new titles, new genre every year.
So how does it feel to be behind the camera for you rather than in front of it?
I thought, naturally, being an actor for so many years, everyone, would like to think they can be a director. So I think that's the. So I tried going behind the camera, and I realized that's not my cup of tea, because I feel that, because from my background, I'm an actor. I'm probably good with emotion acting and able to analyze a character. But being a director, you need to have certain knowledge of the hardware. I'm very limited with knowledge. You're not able. You became a slave to the technology. You should be toying with the technology, the hardware, and that. I think a director it's more being so much like insignia now.
Yeah. Mosquitoes. And
It's all the flies. And then being a director, you gotta be a hardware guy and gotta be a software guy. It's gotta be the guy that's gonna bridge the entire production. It's very different. So after having that experience, I recognized my weak and my strong. I decided to stay away from that. Yeah.
So definitely not an easy transition going from.
It's definitely you have to, but then again, you have to give yourself an opportunity to try. You never know until you try. You probably feels that, hey, being a director, it's fun, but to me, it feels that I'm not being fair to a production. I could have done more, but because of my knowledge to the cameras, the work, because different lenses, different cameras, I'm limiting. I'm not doing justice to the production, so I better stay away. Yeah.
So are there any significant milestones that you can think of that have affected Singapore's TV over the past 50 years or so?
Well, I can say our local industry, just like our society and our country, we are moving ahead every minute, every second. We're trying to grow the industry, that's for sure. And it's very happy to realize that we are approaching the 50th anniversary, and we will try to improve more and hopefully to be a player in the international scene. Yes.
Do you think technology, like the internet, mobile phones, has changed the TV industry over the years? Like, if so, how?
Definitely. We used to produce shorts treatments the very TV way. You realize nowadays we're having more handheld. We're having even the composition, the treatment of the frame are very different now. Because we have the internet group, we even produce content that, like I mentioned before, try to cater for the mass. Our camera works is different. It's no longer that wide shot, MCU, over shoulder, things like that. We have much creative treatment. So I think we are progressing every minute, every day. Yes.
Where do you feel Singapore TV is heading in the future and beyond?
Wow. Personally, I do hope that Singapore can be a significant and influential player in because I don't see any reason why we can't, because we have all the supports. We have all the conditions to be one. I just hope you'll be in the near future.
So we understand that you've directed a long-length featured film titled Echoing Love.
Yes.
That was being released at Singapore's International Film Festival in 2012. So what inspired you to take up the role as a director?
Now this is very interesting because this is something I branded. I call it community service film, because it's not the end product of the film that we serving as a movie end product, but it's the entire process. It started off as a workshop, and what makes it interesting is a free workshop. I organized the workshop, and I feel that it's about time for me to do some contribution to the society. And there's so many of us that wanted to be maybe an actor or scriptwriter or a director, but it's just that you're not given an opportunity, So I decided to organize this workshop. So I invite the general public to be involved, and we have about 200 participants. That includes some handicaps. and I was so touched because they came and then I subdivide the groups, and then we have each group mentored by an experienced actor, and then we attach and then they submit their scripts, their real life organic stories, and then we get some professional writers to tweak it. So we pick 3 Chinese scripts and 3 English scripts, and then we link it up together and make it into a long form feature. And the entire thing was such I would say that it's very satisfying, because it's so many people wrote to me after having done the production, the workshop. I read their testimony. I was so touched because it given them a platform to realize a dream. And then we submitted the film to International Film Festival, and I got a special achievement award. And I just came back from Sydney. We were given the committee recommended film by this China Film Festival as well. They recognize the entire thing. I feel that the industry comes to a part where they are much mature. They don't look at end product. They look at the value, why the motive, and the entire process. It's so heartwarming. And because I'm going to compare apple to apple, of course, such a product you cannot compare with the epic production. But the process, you realize so many people's dream, and then that's the purpose of art. You see, anybody can be in the industry. I think that's amazing thing. Anything can happen in art industry.
你上次为什么会进入演艺圈呢？为什么要当演员？
我是在1981年签约 SBC， 那之前呢，我是参加RTS 的黑白电视演员训练班。So after 我的那个演员训练班之后，我做了大概2年的业余演员之后呢，我是在81年正式签约的。
当个演员嘛，拍的时候，拍的过程中，你有什么辛苦的阶段吗？还是有什么比较让你很开心的阶段？
其实当演员有快乐跟不开心的事情啊，就是开心是因为你跟一团人一起演戏，你会觉得群体生活很开心。但是不开心的时候呢，就是你工作很累，你可能要做3天4天连续，或者是我记得那时候我是在1980多年的时候，我可以试过6天没有睡觉，就是白天晚上这样子连续做了6天6夜，所以那个是比较辛苦的地方。
是的啊。新加坡的灯光下有什么好处坏处呢？当个演员，新加坡演员啊，什么好处坏处呢
？OK， 曝光下。OK， 我演员好处坏处，其实在新加坡full time 的演员不多，因为新加坡只有一个 station， 所以我们呢全新加坡就是只有我们这些人而已。不过同样的，新加坡是个小国，所以我们的市场很小。我们拍的都是本地的电视剧。但是在80年代的时候，我们的电视剧是有去到国外去的，中国这些地方。也有去越南啊，其他的国家，所以呢，市场说，后来有扩出去，但是还是保留在新加坡为主了。所以我觉得在新加坡当演员还好啦，不像在国际的演员，可能市场大，生活也不一样。但是新加坡还算是比较保守一点的。
对了，不像香港许多地方。
对，因为他们的市场大，有拍电影或者是其他的，可能到国外去跟中国电视台合作。但是新加坡演员也有，但是也不多了。
对啊，所以个人方面就是在私人的角度来看，就是 private life wise。
OK， 我觉得还可以啦。但是我觉得身为演员是公众人士，
对，
所以你当然要把部分的生活跟大家 share， 这是很不可以避免的事情。
哪一部电视剧你拍的是最有深刻的印象呢？
对，我觉得《无所南洋》对我来讲呢是一个非常重要的一部戏，因为它是新加坡电视台的一个里程碑。那部戏开始了新加坡的电视行业。我们那时候记得在81年的时候，SBC 用了很多钱来请了很多香港的production 的人，导演、监制、故事人，还有一些演员。是有着决心把本地的电视剧搞好，所以我觉得那部戏呢，是非常重要，对我来讲是一个很重要的一部戏。
拍戏的时候有什么比较好笑、能搞笑的那种过程呢？
拍戏啊，其实我觉得就像前面讲，拍戏比较开心的就是很多演员一起。那对我个人来讲，我演到一个角色，我觉得很好玩，有的发挥。我就觉得很 enjoy， 很开心。
好 ，OK。 如果你能在外国拍戏或者在新加坡拍戏，你有什么有哪一个人你真的很想跟他合作呢？
哪一个人啊？
可能是外国啦，不用新加坡人，新加坡人拍过。好莱坞、宝莱坞。
其实我很希望跟外国的每一个演员合作。我们有一个目标，我觉得外国电影呢，很让我向往的是那个场面，是那个 production 那个整个场面。如果有时候我在想，如果一部大的电影，我只要参与一场戏，我已经很开心。
因为最近你拍了一个 HBO 的戏呢，有什么感想
？OK， 我觉得那是个很好的经验，因为HBO 是由澳洲电视台制作的。我第一次跟西方社会的一些production team 合作，我觉得那是一个很好的经验。他们很专业，因为新加坡的制作的过程都是以香港的制作方式为主，所以我们每次都是要在时间上还有 budget 上面在赶。但是我真正参与 HBO， 我发现到他们真的很舍得花钱，就把每一场戏。演员方面啊，场啊，拍摄啊，都很专业的去做了，有他们的一套。
只能说新加坡的拍戏方法还有外国完全不一样。
是不一样的，因为我们在80年代就是以香港的那套为标准了。那么就是那种拍摄的方式啊、流程啊，都是以香港的为主了。所以跟西方的这种专业的另外一种形式是不一样。
跟以前拍戏还有现在拍戏有什么分别呢？
以前我们拍戏呢，我们的时间很多，我们 budget 比较高。
以前我们差不多
OK， 其实，在2000年开始之前啊，2000年之前，大概是这样子，我们都会花很多时间去拍一个戏，比较长的时间，可能一天就是拍大概3-4场戏。那现在我们有时候一天拍10多场戏。其实估计一天就4天半拍一个 episode 这样子。
新加坡的社会当中，还有我们的怎么讲呢？environment 还有 culture 会怎么影响到我们的这个媒体 TV media？
其实我觉得新加坡是一个很小的国家，所以很多方面都可以控制的很好。不像在外国，可能在题材各方面啊都。你看到很多不同的形式。那新加坡，我们其实从80年代呢，我们是属于政府机构，在 before that 那个RTS 年代，它是属于文化部的，所以我们那个时候在内容方面呢，我们都抓得很紧的，因为我们有4大种族，我们有很多宗教在新加坡，所以我们在内容方面都蛮小心的去做了。最主要是传达我们自己新加坡的价值观。
那你想，现在新加坡人的对电视剧的看法有什么跟以前不一样了？
因为现在在一个很新的年代，因为以前的电视是每一个家庭唯一的娱乐，现在有 Internet， 就是多媒体。所以人们的选择都很多了。其实不只是Internet， 手机上啊，各方面就在哪里都可以看到他们要看的东西。所以电视的选择变成有很大的竞争。其实电视这个媒体呢，我相信逐渐的会发展到别的形式，我们自己不知道。
那你想，现在有科技的发达，好像手机，刚刚讲手机还有Internet， 有。改了，我们现在新加坡的新传媒的有什么分别呢
？OK， 我觉得这是一个很有挑战的年代。新传媒进入50年，电视要走这50年，其实也在很原来的黑白，从慢慢的起步到很艰难的2000年代。因为我觉得每样事情在起步的时候都比较容易，但是当你要在保持在突破，是一件很有困难的事情。那再下来的这个50年之后的日子呢，会是电视台面对一个很大的挑战的年代。其实不只是电视剧，就算是演员本身也是面对一个大挑战。